Okay, so this is God mode. I did the demo yesterday, I bought it. I'm going to go into a lot more detail of the game now that I bought it and played it for about 5-6 hours. So, I'm level 8 now. Let's check. So, level 10. Level 10 now. You can... I think I've got 5 out of the 10 guns. I've upgraded the SMG to the max. You can upgrade weapons. But with the scope, you can't aim down the scope. It's like cosmetic, but it does increase accuracy. And then like you got the final upgrade, which is like the big upgrade. One thing that I've been seeing some YouTube videos on, apparently they've been having like it takes forever to level up. That's not been an issue for me. Like to get from level 1 to 2, that takes a long time, but once you get from level 1 to 2, then there's no issue. You start leveling up really fast. And apparently people have been having an issue with the gold, but you get like 50,000 gold, anywhere from 30 to 50,000 gold every mission, if you complete it. Because if you complete a mission, you get a lot of experience. If you don't complete a mission, you get barely any experience. So you can upgrade weapons, you know, damage, accuracy, magazine, and then the final upgrade. I'm using the assault rifle. I've got every upgrade apart from this one. I need to be level 15 for it. Only 30,000 gold. And I'm also using a plasma pistol, which I need to be level 12 to unlock the next stuff. And a plasma pistol does like it shoots and it hits the ground. It does like a load of damage on the floor, like a wave of damage. Double barrel shotgun, revolver, the shotgun. Here's check here. There's a minigun. I haven't got that yet. Well, I have got that. I can unlock it. I just don't have any gold for it. There's a crossbow, grenade launcher, railgun, which is basically a sniper rifle, and that, which is really bad in my opinion. You can, yeah, different appearances, but there's barely any. The only thing that's good is like the heads, kind of like Borderlands 2. The heads, tons of different heads. God dang it. But there's not many jackets. The legs, not many of them. Accessories. Glasses. It's mainly the heads like in Borderlands 2. There's 3 different difficulties, 5 different maps. There's these things called oaths, which are basically like hindrance. So the one I've got on, I do less damage, but I get 20% extra bonus and 25% extra gold. That's probably why I've been leveling up a lot faster. The player takes more damage, stuff like this. The player has no armor, you get 30%. I believe there's achievements for having like loads of these on at once. And that's about it. So let's get into the game. It's a pretty bad launch for a game. It's really buggy. I'd say like 1 in 3 or 5 there's going to be a game bug which you have to restart. But like every other, but like if there's lag, there's tons of lag. If there's no lag, there's no lag at all, which is kind of odd. Let's go for fire layer. This is the one I did in the demo. This is one. It's weird. Some of the levels have bosses, some of them don't. So let's go. Let's try and get all the way through it so I can show you the whole game mechanics. Of which there aren't many. All you do is hold down RT, or the triggers, or the mouse button. It's basically, the game is basically a horde mode, but you don't stick in one area, you got to go through the level. Kind of a mindless shooter. But this is it. You play with 3 other people. Let's get straight to it. to get these things, you activate these and there's like a random effect that happens in every arena. So you got the little guys, get full experience for them. Pretty basic. They come up from certain points. You got these guys, which I have no idea what they do. They shoot like skulls that track you. You got health pickups, ammo pickups, armor pickups. You got a melee. Basically, all there is shoot, melee, and a special ability. So it's a very basic. It reminds me of a lot of Saints Row the Third shooting for some reason. I have a special ability which I don't even know how to use it. It's supposed to be like a strike, like lightning strike. It does lightning on big enemies. You got flying enemies like kamikaze. Those ones are kamikaze. You have the plasma pistol, which does like an area effect, and it kills like 3 or 4 very small enemies in one go. You have a dodge, which you use quite a bit, especially later on in the levels. It's pretty easy to win, but if you've got one teammate that sucks, you're gonna lose, because you all share lives. Like there's like a lives pool. So let's say you have 20 lives. If you die, it's 19 lives, but then if your friend dies, then it's 18 lives, which is kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, like you lose because your friend or the teammate isn't very good. I don't like being punished because my friend or the other guys in the level dying. So you've got a random effect. Enemies take more damage when close to the altar. So it's good to stay in this ring. Sometimes there's stuff in these vases. So sometimes enemies drop gold. Sometimes they drop health and armor. Gold is used to buy cosmetic appearance items and upgrades. There are about 10 weapons, 5 maps, and about 6 or 7 special abilities. Enemies up there. Okay, I'm not going with it. I need some ammo. So I've just been playing on bronze. I think it's about time I jumped to silver. Oh Jesus! There's the enemies are pretty cool. The graphics are really good for a Xbox Live arcade game. It's about $10. I do my special move, but I don't even know how to use it. It does some sort of like lightning strike on him. But there's no indicator of it working at all. It's like there's a special ability that uses a shield, but it doesn't even seem like it works, because you can still get hurt while you're doing it. Oh, damn. I'm dead. God dang it, those guys are probably the only enemies that are going to kill you in the game. It's pretty easy not to die. But that was like one of those times where you just die. You'll probably go through you'll probably die a maximum once or twice. You go for the teleporter. If you don't get for the teleporter in 15 seconds, you get teleported. And this is a cool, because in this map only, you get teleported where you get separated. Which isn't really a big deal. But you get separated. Obviously different, bigger enemies, more experience. It's pretty cool, you see things that get made. Those things reattach to that and that to make a battering ram that blows open that wall once you've killed all the enemies. See, it's being built. Yeah, the level design is really cool. The levels look really awesome. Being pulled. And once you've killed all the enemies, it will just go smash. I did a video showing off one of the game bugs, and that is basically the only bug in the game. And there are a few lag issues, but only... They're either no lag issues or massive lag issues. But I guess I'm a little bit biased because I played a lot of games. Like, my favourite games are games that are extremely buggy. So I'm more forgiving. So you keep going through the level, different arenas. Some ammo. You run out of ammo quite quickly. So yeah, special effect in this arena, bombs fall from the sky. This is like one of the levels where there is a boss at the end, and it's pretty cool, but it's pretty easy. The plasma pistol is good when there's like hundreds of enemies, because it can take out 4 or 5 enemies in one shot. The SMG is pretty powerful once you upgrade that. You shoot those things and there's little fly things come out. So this is a good time to use a plasma pistol. You see it takes out 2 or 3 in one go. There's no, like, it's co-op, but there's nothing you can actually do with your friends. You can't revive, you can't give her bonuses, you can't, like, heal them. There's no classes or anything like that. Basically, it's like this mindless shooter. But it's kind of fun. There's something about it, I just can't, like, the first hour... You think it's really boring, but once you get put past that first hour, all of a sudden it's not boring. And it's not like I'm not necessarily having fun, but I'm not bored either. It's this weird thing where I'm just playing it. Got these things, these are annoying as hell. Good to take these out as quick as you can. I believe that's kind of annoying. I don't know if you heard someone on the mic there. You can't turn You can't mute anyone once you're in game. Not that I'm aware of. Which is a pain. And even once you kill those enemies, 2 little enemies spawn out of him. It's kind of weird. It's pretty easy not to die. There's only like a few sections where it's possible you're gonna die. Like in this section, you could just stay back all the way down there and not get killed, and let everyone else do the work. But then you won't get any experience. So I think I've played the game for about 7-8 hours now, which is pretty good. I mean, for a $10 game, I got my value already. Like if this game was, say there's 5 levels, say if this game was single player only and you were just going through the levels, this game would be really boring. So because of that, you can go through the levels single player, but it's extremely boring. And I would not advise it. Like I'm probably in that middle region where I'm playing with people but I'm not necessarily talking to them, so I'm probably like having the middle amount of fun. If you're playing it with if you're probably playing with people you don't know but talking to them, you're probably going to have like a lot of fun. But then if you're playing with your friends, you're going to have a lot of fun. I think this game is going to get pretty bad reviews, but I don't think it's fair because it's quite fun. I know it has a lot of bugs, but it's, I mean, I'm very biased. I don't really care about bugs that much, especially in a game like this where you can just quit out the game and start the game again without much issue. That's like it's single player or anything. But it can be quite annoying because the levels are long, sort of. Anywhere from like half an hour, I'd say, around that. Oh god dang it, I forgot about these. There's a Magnum, which is basically like one-shots all the small enemies. The upgrades are kind of cool, the way your weapon looks after you upgrade it. The special abilities seem to be quite useless. Like the only one I'd say is probably good is probably like the healing one. Like this is one of those areas where you can't sit back and let everyone else do it because it's a circle. Take it out. Okay, die. Took a lot of damage, I did. This is a good area for the, as you can see, it's a very good area for the plasma. I mean, like, I think I'd just say, like, first the way I noticed, like, the enemies' design on them are very cool. There's a lot of detail on them. It has really, like, I wouldn't be bothered if this game, the graphics in this game were on, like, a full price game. The graphics aren't that good. Especially if you look at the levels. I'll probably show single player after this to show you, because it's kind of boring, but also I can show you some of the cool maps. Some maps have like their own like different little parts to them, like that thing you saw swing. Some you actually have to like shoot catapults, but you don't actually shoot them, you just pull the lever. Try to clear the rest of these guys out. There we go. Is that it? Where's the last guys? Last guy there. No, it's not the last guy. Last guy there. Right. I believe the last should be the boss battle. I hope so. Yeah, this is the boss battle. It's pretty epic looking. Whoa! Like this is like $60 graphics, but pretty easy to kill. But that's probably because I'm too over leveled for this difficulty. You can't hurt it while it's in that animation, which I don't like. Ah! Oh no! That died. Yeah, you have an announcer that some people think are annoying, but only if you die. So don't die. There is some, like when you go into a new arena, like a special effect bonus for that, or effect for that arena. There's one where if your enemy, your friends get hit, then you take damage as well, which I do not like. I shouldn't be punished for them getting hit. A minute. Whoa! There's a melee, which kills the little guys in one hit. You won't be finding it, you won't be using it, only just for the achievement. Ah! Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! It's almost dead. Die. Please die. It's dead. That's good. Ah. Give me some health. That would help. Annoying red screen. Jelly on my screen. So at the end of every level, you go to the trophy room, where it's basically just a mad rush to try and get all the gold that keeps appearing, and you can kill each other, which I do a lot. Like if someone steals your coins, you can just shoot them. It's pretty easy to do because they're not expecting it, but it's pretty easy not to get killed. You can just go like dodge like a snake. And it's nice relaxing music. Basically Gold Rush. You get different ones that have different amounts. You get 2 minutes to try and get everything. Oh no. You see it keeps appearing. Oh dear. Good amount there. There are ones, these are like the, I believe the 500 ones. And then those ones with like spiky bits are 1,000, and there is a 2,500 one, which doesn't really look much different to the spiky ones. This is I believe it's kind of lame. In the end of the demo, it says there are PvP locations. This is the PvP location, which is really kind of like a lie, which I don't like. So this is the PvP location. No, not really. It's just friendly fire on, and if you get annoyed that someone steals your coin, just shoot them. So that's that level complete. And at the end, you get booted out the game. You don't stick with the same people. You have to find a new batch of people, and you can basically upgrade your stuff. One thing, it doesn't tell you that you've leveled up. It doesn't have like a bar. It just says all this experience, and that's it. So back to main menu. Get the gear. You can upgrade the gear, which I can't at the moment, but let's just go double barrel shotgun. I can upgrade it if I wanted to. And it's supposed to have like a something put onto the model, but it doesn't load until for forever. You have to like go into a game, then come out, and it loads the different parts of the gun. Well, it did then. I did another 2 barrels. That's pretty cool. That's what I like. I like looking at what they're gonna add onto the gun, which is kind of cool. So let's look at some of the single player and a cool map. Okay, so now I want to show you a little bit of the single player, just like a few minutes. I believe this map, I can't remember what map it was now. There's that map. I will quickly show you. You got a ability. So you have a shield, healing, on the edge, survive during a limited time, replenish some armor and health as a reward, but you will die in 1 hit, which is useless. I have that, which is basically cools down balls of lightning on big enemies. Upgrade that quickly. Confusion. Obviously that's self-explanatory. Salvage. Convert existing corpse into valuable items. Send a powerful wave of energy. So sort of like an AoE. And hammer, which you get sometimes randomly in the game. You get like this massive hammer that does like kills enemies in 1 hit. And God mode, you can't die for a short period of time, which is the name of the game. So let's quickly look at this map and some single player, which is exactly the same, but on your own. Loading times are fine. At the beginning of each round you have this like little introduction, but you don't hear it because most people skip it.
Being a juice head isn't all it's cracked up to be. You thought bench pressing 400 pounds was a great idea. You'd seen the pictures in the magazine. Ooh, muscly men surrounded by babes. You wanted the quick route. So you juiced up, hit the bench, and then the bar hit your neck. Oh well, no babes for you, chicken neck.
I think it would have been cool if you could, like, even cooler design. You could have gone, unless you could, like, go up that. Obviously, like, the graphics are really cool. Like, the level design looks really awesome. It would have been cool if you could, like, go up the snake and then the teleporters at the snake's head, fight away across it. But they don't stuff like that, which is kind of a shame. But, like, you don't really get to go there. But it looks really cool, though. So single player is just the same, but boringer. And easier. Because enemies die a lot quicker. Ah. But a bit harder in some circumstances because they all go to you. You're both thinking, why does the gun sound so weird? It's an attribute. You might have seen it. It's like an effect. Makes all the sound weird for some reason. Kind of funny. The frame rate is pretty good, you know, especially for an arcade game, and considering how much is going on screen. I heard the PC version has a lot of problems, but I don't have a PC. But I always look up. And it takes, definitely I'd say, takes a lot longer, because you have to kill the enemies by yourself. But I wouldn't say that much difficult. I think for the most part the game kind of plays it safe. It would have been cool to like go up there and everything. It would have been cool if there was like jetpacks and stuff like that. Like if you're gonna play this game just to play on your own, don't bother. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not as fun. But yeah, it definitely takes a lot longer. And it can kind of become monotonous. Different levels have their own good parts to them and bad parts. Oh dear, I've been slowed down. Oh. Don't really have the weapons I need. I'm gonna die. Oh dear. Don't really have the weapons I need. Like, these guys get really annoying in single player.
Test of faith complete.
So accidentally, I'm showing you the elbow shotgun, I accidentally equipped it. So, that's, okay, look over here. cool shot of the thing. That's God mode. It's just basically mindless fun, holding down the trigger. That's it. Kind of like a horde mode, but up to 11 with all the enemies. Kind of like Serious Sam enemies, like how many enemies there are put into a horde mode. Some cool weapons. Just a bit of fun, really. Really good graphics. I would say play the demo. And play the demo for a bit, because you might get bored of it. But bear in mind, level 1 is really boring, but once you get to level 2 it's fine. And you start to unlock weapons. And start to get to the, start to get to the end of the levels. Fighting the cool bosses, unlocking the harder difficulties. And that's it. So that's God mode.